Hello, and welcome to the observation deck. I want you to join me for a moment in observing a very specific, very heavy sensation. Tss. Have you ever woken up and, before you've even opened your eyes fully, felt a wave of disappointment wash over you? You reach for your phone in the dark, that cold, blue light hitting your face like a physical blow, and within seconds, you are being slapped by the success of everyone else. You see the 5 a.m. gyms passes, the pristine molest offices, the career milestones, and the main character energy of people you don't even know. Meanwhile, you're still under the covers, feeling stagnant, heavy, and somehow already 10 laps behind in a race you never even agreed to run. It's a disgusting feeling, isn't it? It's what I call the metabolic tax of comparison. We spend our first waking minutes in a state of high alert reaction, scrolling through notifications and headlines as if we are trying to defuse a bomb. Instagram messages, work emails, news designed to trigger our survival instincts by 9 a.m. We've spent more mental currency reacting to other people's agendas than we have invested in our own reality. We aren't just tired. We are biologically bankrupt before the day has even truly begun. I spent years trapped in this cycle. I used to think the answer was more effort. I would buy the expensive productivity planners, debt, the 4 a.m. alarms. Tell myself that this time, I would finally crush it, but those flags would always fall by Wednesday. When I finally stepped back to the observation deck of my own life, I realized a heart-piercing truth. We don't fail because we lack willpower. We fail because we are trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of quicksand. We are trying to hustle while our internal systems are screaming for basic stability. The truth is, the first hour of your day determines the resolution of your entire life. Think about your brain in those first few minutes. It has been fasting for 8 hours. It is physically dehydrated. When you are dehydrated, your brain tissue literally shrinks slightly, making every thought feel like it's moving through thick, heavy syrup. This is that brain fog we all complain about. Before you touch that phone, before you let a single external voice into your head, chug a full glass of water. Keep it on your nightstand. It's a tiny, mechanical act, but it's the first promise you keep to yourself each day. It's the biological equivalent of saying, I see my own needs, and I am taking care of them before I take care of the world. Then, make your bed. I know. It sounds like something your mother would nag you about, and it feels completely pointless because you're just going to mess it up again in 16 hours. But look at it through the lens of cognitive science. Your brain needs concrete, physical proof of completion. When you pull those sheets tight and straighten the pillows, you are creating evidence that you can set an intention and follow through. It's a small win, but it anchors your mind. It tells your subconscious, I'm a person who finishes things. Trust is not built through grand gestures. It is built through the boring repetition of small promises. When you break these tiny commitments to yourself, you teach your brain that your word means nothing. Temperity starts in the dark. In the moments no one witnesses, where you either honor the machine or abandon it. We often mistake biological dips for personal failures. That heavy, foggy crash you feel around 2 p.m., that isn't a sign that you're lazy or not cut out for success. It's basic biology. Your blood flow has shifted to digestion, your glucose is dipping, and your brain is naturally downshifting. Instead of trying to whip a tired horse with another espresso or a sugary energy drink, just walk for 10 minutes. Leave the podcast behind. Leave the music behind. Just move your body. This post-meal movement rebalances your blood sugar and clears the cobwebs from your mind. It's the difference between drowning in quicksand and finding solid ground. Maintenance beats motivation every single time. Motivation is a fair-weather friend that disappears the moment things get difficult. Maintenance is the system that keeps you upright when the weather turns. The same principle applies to your nights. Most of us end the day by winding down with a screen, but that blue light is telling your brain it's high noon. You're trying to go to sleep while your nervous system is stuck in fifth gear. When you replace that scroll with 20 minutes of an actual, physical book, one made of paper and ink, you are signaling to your whole system that it's safe to power down. There is no dopamine spike here, no algorithmic rabbit hole to fall into, just the slow, You rhythmic cadence of words on a page. It's the slowest miracle in existence, and it allows sleep to become a natural transition rather than a battle you have to fight for. These boring habits link together like the gears of a clock. When you drink the water, you feel less like garbage. When you feel better, you sleep deeper. When you sleep deeper, you wake up sharp. Real discipline isn't the hustle culture grind of self-punishment. Real discipline is actually peace. It's the end of the exhausting internal debate about whether you'll do the thing or not. You don't negotiate whether you'll drink the water or make the bed. You just do it because it's the architecture of your day. You eat the same simple, clean breakfast because you realize that decision fatigue is a real drain on your focus. Every decision you acclimate is a unit of energy you save for the work that actually matters. This clarity extends to your financial life and your environment. We often ignore how much our space and our spending shape our internal state. A chaotic room creates a chaotic mind. When your desk is covered in old coffee cups and scattered papers, your brain is constantly processing that clutter as unfinished business. Try the 10-minute nightly tidy. No deep cleaning, just a quick reset. Dishes in the machine. Surfaces cleared. You are literally preparing a clean slate for the tomorrow version of yourself. Similarly, start tracking your spending. It's not about being restrictive. It's about turning on the lights. Every dollar you spend is a mirror. When you track it, you see your patterns, the stress purchases, the "I deserve this" impulse buys, the subscriptions you forgot you had. Facing the data clears the guilt. You stop spending randomly and start making conscious choices. You realize that dropping $300 a month at coffee shops isn't just a financial leak, it's an energy leak. You stop chasing expensive superfood powders and start eating like a momist with standards rice, beans, jegs. Real food. Every home-cooked meal is proof that you are in control of your health and your resources simultaneously. You'll find that as you stabilize, your social circle starts to change. 2. When you start taking yourself seriously, some people will inevitably feel uncomfortable. They'll call you no fun or say you've changed. And you have. You've realized that fun used to be a form of escape, a way to get wasted, to forget about a life you didn't like. Now, fun is the thrill of evolution. You realize that the nights you skip are the mornings you win. You aren't pushing people away. You are simply moving your energy toward the person you are growing into. The people who truly care for you will respect your boundaries. The others were just fans of your old, unstable self. At the core of all this is the ultimate habit, becoming trustworthy to yourself. We spend so much time trying to be reliable for our bosses and our friends, but we are often the first person we let down. Every time you implement a digital detox window where the phone goes into another room for 3 hours, you are reclaiming your focus. You are telling your brain, nothing on that screen is more important than the future I am building right now. You aren't busy. You are just distracted. The first week of this will feel like physical withdrawal, but on the other side is a mind that is sharp, reliable, and capable of real substance. The gap between who you are and who you want to be isn't a gap of talent or luck, it's a gap of consistency. 6 months of boring stability will take you further than 6 years of sporadic intensity. You already know what you need to do. You don't need another coach or another productivity app. You just need to stop the internal negotiation. Take a deep breath. Recognize that your fatigue isn't a flaw. It's a sign that your foundation needs stabilizing. Start with the water. Start with the bed. If this perspective helped you see your own patterns a little more clearly, I invite you to click the next video and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep walking this path toward a life that is clean, stable, and sustainable. I'll see you in the next one.